So hi guys, here I am again, no makeup on, no wig. I'm wearing my 10-year-old brother's shirt. Okay, I love this shirt so much. Like, it fits me so well. Like, why? I mean, low-key might just do it because it's cute. It's a cute shirt. So, basically, I was watching Jesse from Bow Ties and Books' recent video, and in the video, they were talking about black trauma porn. And I also was thinking about how Oshale from Oshi Reads did this live stream back in like September, I believe. And we were talking about how we just want more books for black people that don't have to deal with black trauma porn. Since it's February and February is almost over, sadly, and I have not made any Black History Month videos. I haven't read any books by black authors. I've been off my game because I just started this new job, and then the booktube game, so trying to read and trying to film, and then depression punched me in the face. So excuses, but I was thinking about her video. It made me want to record this video. I don't even remember what I was talking about because my mom FaceTimed me. Basically, I just want to talk about in this video that black people, in this video, I'm talking about black people, but I mean people of color in general, but I'm gonna focus on black people because I'm a black person and it's Black History Month. Like Jesse from Bow Ties and Books was saying in their video, mostly people only win awards when movies are like The Hate U Give and Django and The Color Purple. You only really win awards for movies like that. It's rare when movies like Girls Night and Black Panther and Get Out win awards. And I don't really know about the Oscars or anything, so they could have won awards and I just don't know. But still, even if they did, it's still rare when we do. I remember last year Get Out got nominated as a comedy movie, even though nothing about Get Out was comedic. It was a horror movie. In Oshale's live stream, somebody else commented and they said that they wish that we would stop, that authors and creators in general would kind of calm down on books like The Hate U Give and Taylor Johnson was here. Of course we don't mind them. Yes, we love those kind of books, but it's when I read books about black character, I don't want to go into it knowing I'm gonna come out sad because a character died or something traumatic happened. And yes, these things happen, but I read to escape. And The Hate U Give is too realistic for me. It took me so long to read The Hate U Give because I have so many brothers, and I knew reading that book, it would just make me think about my brothers. And I mean, of course I read the book and I loved it, and it was a 5-star read, and it's one of my favorite books of all time, and it's a book that's very important to me. But it's I didn't want to go into that book because I knew how sad it would make me. And I wish we had more books like Dread Nation by Justina Ireland, which is about, I believe, a zombie apocalypse. The Wedding Date by Jasmine Gilly, which is about an interracial couple who get stuck in an elevator together, and then they decide that they want to be each other's, that he wants her to be his fake date for a wedding. Children of Blood and Bone by Tommy Adeyemi, which is a black fantasy book. As a black reader, I want more books like these. I want books that non-POC have. Books like The Cruel Prince. Books like Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda. Books that are corny and they're so tropey and they disgust me and I hate it so much. Black people deserve those kind of books. We deserve books like Renegades with superheroes. We have Black Panther. We deserve a book with a black superhero. We deserve a Game of Thrones, a book with primarily black people with freaking dragons. Me, I love dragons. I would love a book with a black character who has her own dragon. Do you know how happy that would make me? We deserve, oh my god, I'm about to cry. We deserve books that non-POC mostly have. I want to read a book and I want to be happy to see myself and this character for once. When Black Panther came out, I was so happy to see a primarily black cast in a movie as a superhero. I feel like this is such a dumb thing to cry. I'm not crying because I'm sad or because I'm upset. I just really wish, and like I'm happy that we have books like these to where I could see myself in normal everyday books and not just have to see myself in a book that has black trauma porn. I grew up reading books where like boys were like witnessing their friends getting shot and about like slaves running away from each other. And now it's just happy to see that we get The Hate U Give, where it's a contemporary, where you see her friend that gets shot, yes, but also you see her having to deal with other situations as well. Her being black and going to a white school and her having to code switch. And I want a black Harry Potter. Like, I want to be able to read a book with magic and to see myself, or not even just me, like my kids, and like if I ever have nieces and nephews, of course, like my nieces and nephews. And I would love for my brothers to read books like Harry Potter and to see themselves in it. My brothers, like, I have 2 10-year-old brothers. They're not twins or anything, and they both really like Harry Potter, and like I try to get them into it because they're young and I want to get them into reading. And do you know how cool it would be if I was able to get them a book with a black kid as the main character who did magic? Do you know how happy that would make them? And it would make me so happy to see my brothers see themselves in another character. When Black Panther came out, it made me so happy because I went with my younger brother and he was able to see himself in a superhero. Like, do you know, like, I didn't grow up with that, and I just wish that we had more books to where black people can see themselves. Like, I hate contemporary romance, but do you know how fast I picked up The Wedding Date? I've loved this book so much, and I hate contemporary romance because I think that, personally, I think it's boring. But when I read that book, I love it so much, and it became one of my favorite books. And it made me so happy to see myself, or to see someone of my skin tone in a book that didn't have to do with slavery or police brutality or trauma porn in general. Like, I would love to get a black fairy book, or a book with a character who has their own dragon, or like a shapeshifter book with a black main character. I'm so tired of people using black characters to make their stories better. And then it's like you can only ask for so much, because then I could get a black character and then that character gets killed off. Or like people only use this in books to be like the funny black friend, or to make sure that they have diversity. Like, I don't want people to force diversity, of course not. Like, I don't want that. But also, I'm so tired of reading a book with 4 best friends, all of them being a different type of white. Okay? There's like one with red hair, one with blonde hair, one brunette hair, one with like, who cares? Like, you know, it's not that hard to just make a friendship, like a friend group, diverse and make them like one Asian and one black. It's just like, I'm so tired of having like one black character, and or like having one black character to be that token black character. Or like even in horror movies where you have POC or that one black character, and then they all end up like sacrificing themselves. Like, oh, I don't know, Bird Box. They had 2 people of color in that movie. The first one, low-key sacrificed himself, and he was like one of the first people to die in their group. And then the second black character sacrificed himself. Actually, no, there were 3 people of color. I'm sorry for getting one, because the second one also sacrificed himself. And like with his personality, like of course he got like the courage in it, and then he was like, oh, I'm just gonna sacrifice myself. But like it just happened so fast, and like with his personality, to me it just seemed off with his personality. And then the last black person also sacrificed himself. And I'm so tired of like having black characters being written and them sacrificing themselves. And like, of course that could happen, but like, it was just weird. And like, I'm just so tired of seeing trauma porn for black people, and having a token black character, and seeing us sacrifice ourselves. And then when we do get a black character, they're wrote stereotypically with the black girl with attitude, and then the black boy who's like the comic. And we're always written as like the comic relief, no matter if it's the black girl with the attitude or the black boy who does basketball or football and he's like so amazing at it. And like, yeah, those stereotypes could be true, but those aren't the only type of black people that exist. We have black boys that love anime. We have black girls that are goth. We have so many, like, black people, just like any other race, we have so many different types of personalities and characteristics to us that aren't just being seen as angry or as the kid who's gonna go off to college on a sports scholarship because he's so amazing at basketball. And like, I'm just so tired of seeing those tropes. And I want to see movies like Candy Jar with a black character who wants to be amazing at something, who comes from a rich black family. You know? Like, I freaking love that about that movie, where he wasn't trying to get a scholarship from college because he was playing basketball. No, he was on a debate team. He came from a mom who was rich, and he wanted to win. He wanted to like go to a important college. Like, I want to see things like that. I don't want to see, like, I'm so tired of seeing like these basic tropes and being written as a token black character and the comic relief. And then, like, even if we are present, like, it's not that hard to write diversity. Don't force it. Of course, like, we don't want you to force it. But also, it's not that hard to at the same time. So my point is, we want more books like these, where black people have everyday lives, or black people in fantasies, or black people in a zombie apocalypse, or black romance contemporaries. I want tropes that I hate. I want to see a black person in a love triangle. I want to see a black person have insta love. I want to see a black person like have powers and defeat the freaking world. I want more of those. And of course, I'll continue to read stories like The Hate U Give, and I'll continue to read stories with strong messages. But I also would like regular contemporary books where I will go into it without having to worry about being sad, if that makes sense. And yeah, I'm sorry that you had to witness me looking the way that I look, and I'm sorry that you also had to witness me cry. I don't know, I've been going through a lot lately with like depression and stuff, so I feel like that's the reason why I just cried. But